Alright, so Bosna's about to play Italy, and this is the lineup I think Bosna should play against Italy. Alright, so for the formation, I'm definitely gonna still do the 4-4-2. I feel like Bosna shouldn't change the formation going into the match. I feel like they should keep the same formation. And if they need to change, if it doesn't work, I think it should change into a 3-5-2 as well. Italy probably won't change their formation. I think it's still gonna stay with a 3-5-2. They had that formation against Northern Ireland. Bosna had a 4-4-2. But if we need to change it, change up a bit later, if we see it doesn't work, change it to 3-5-2. But we'll talk about that later in the video. But for the 4-4-2, in the back, in goal, starting Vasiljev, no questions asked, definitely starting him. Two center backs, Katic and Tarek Mihajlovic. Solid, solid defense right there. They did well against Wales, so I'm gonna keep them. And I'll on the right side, taking Dedic, Amar Dedic, solid as well. And on the left side, obviously the tank, Ksada Kolasinac. Same back line, same keeper. Keep that the same. I think it's probably the best defense that we can have so far. So I'm definitely keep that defense. Now go to the midfield. All right, so for the midfield, it would be a little bit different. I'm gonna change the midfield up a bit from what I saw last game against Wales. So on the right side, we're gonna do something different. We're gonna do Ahmad Mehmet on the right, and then on the left side, we're gonna start Kerim Alibegovic. We're definitely gonna start Kerim Alibegovic. He came into the pitch, the whole game changed. That's why I feel like he should start. If we have him at the start of the match, I feel like the match will also be different compared to how we started against Wales. So yeah, Kerim on the left, and Mehmet on the right, and I think Esmir shouldn't start. I feel like he's more of a player that can come into the pitch, change the game up as well. He's flashy. He's a skillful player, which I think would be very useful if you bring him on 65th, 70th minute of the match. Probably provides a goal. So definitely starting those two out wide. And in the middle, I'm going to change up a bit as well. I'm not going to start Tahirovic. I feel like Barbar as well, but I'd start Šunic and Basic. Basic came on the pitch. He changed the game as well. He's a solid player in the midfield. So I'm going to keep those two in the middle. And then we're going to the attack. All right, so for the attack, I'm definitely going to stick with the two same attackers, Jake and Dimitrovic. You know what I said. Dimitrovic is going to score for Bosna. He's going to take us to the World Cup. That's why I'm going to start these two up top. And the Wales game, if we need another attacker, we bring on Tabakovic. One of them to get hurt, we already have Tabakovic ready on the bench. Because I feel like this can be a solid attack with the Jake and Dimitrovic. If we need to change something up a bit, we can bring on Tabakovic. I trust him as well. So yeah, that's the attack. That's the lineup I think Boston should start off against Italy with. If we need to change up anything, we can change up 3-5-2. We can match up the Italians. They're probably going to run 3-5-2 as well against Boston. That's what they did against Northern Ireland. They just solid with that formation. I think one of the dangerous players are going to be Tonali. We said he was, I think, man of the match in that game. He had an assist and a goal. He's going to be a dangerous player. Keane, I think he also could be one of those players that could be dangerous as well in attack. So if we need to change up anything, we're going to run a 3-5-2 as well. Kolasinac could drop in. With that for 4-4-2 formation, it works fine to even switch into a 3-5-2. In the three back, we would do Kolasinac, Tadic, and Katic. And on the right side, we do Memic. And on the left side, we do Dedic. And in the middle, I'd put Šunic and Basic in. And then Kerim would be like a 10 in the middle of the 5 in the midfield. We do Kerim as a 10, feeding up top Dimitrovic and Dzeko. And he's going to assist Dimitrovic with the winning goal for Bosna to take Bosna to the World Cup. Idemoooooo Bosna, I believe us. I know we can do it. But yeah, that's my lineup. And if you need to change anything, we're on 3-5-2 as well. We got options. We got players in the bench. We got Esmir, Tabakovic, Hadjimetovic. Tahirovic can come on, but he'll probably start. Bubba is a favorite player. We got Bunic as well. We got players. They can come on, change the game. So yeah, going to Boston. Let's go. Let's go to the World Cup. Beat Italy against Zenica. Idemoooooo.